Hi, I'm Timothy Linsdale. I'm a video producer, Christian, and traveler today here at Cabrillo National Monument in San Diego. Incredible place.
My name is Aaron Linsdale. I'm a polar explorer, motivational speaker, and professional traveler. It's travel day! Yeah! We're here at Cabrillo National Monument. It's one of the most southwesterly monuments in the national park system of all of the contiguous lower 48 states. We're going to take you around, show you a little bit, see the... They don't have the ship here anymore because it's long since gone, but show you what this national monument is like and why you might want to stop by and check it out.
It's some great history and probably the best view in all of San Diego. See the whole region. So come along, let's go take a look. Okay, we're here in an incredible view. I've been studying their brochure on the monument, but the view from here, you can see a lot of the naval bases, North Island Air Station, one of the submarine bases. Great view of downtown San Diego, and eventually all the way to the Mexican border. It's the best view in all of the county right here.
Yeah, it's pretty unique standing here because you're hundreds and hundreds of feet above sea level, which is pretty unique because even though San Diego's mountainous, the main part of the city, as you can see behind us, it's got some hills, but it's actually not as high as this. It's just an interesting geologic feature. The point comes out to here. Being a national monument and part of the national park system, of course you do need to pay an entrance fee or have a park pass. If you think you're ever going to go to more than one park in a year, trust me, get the park pass. Or if you're a senior, you can actually buy a lifetime park pass where it's whatever the price is. I don't want to put a price on there, but as a senior, 60 some odd years old, you buy that pass, and as long as you've got it, you got lifetime access to all the parks and monuments. So that's a fun thing about Cabrillo and all the other parks is you can do this. But as we're talking, you can hear birds and nature. If you pan around there, just look over there, you can see part of, was it Rosecrans National Cemetery? That's one of the national cemeteries in the United States. Think like a Arlington, but one of those guys. Then, like my dad said, down there is the Naval Sub Base, and then North Island. Do you remember the movie Top Gun? That's a part of where that film was based on. I don't know how much was actually filmed there. The Kansas City barbecue where they did the song.
I remember one. John Wayne's movie Leathernecks. That was part of it.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. Naval Air Station.
Yeah, so I mean, if you ever want to get an establishing view of San Diego and get some beautiful photographs, you see people with their phones and cameras out here constantly. But one of the things about the air and the atmosphere in San Diego, it gets kind of hazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets a little bit hazy. So the goal is to come up here on a real clear day. It's a little bit breezy at the moment. So bring a light jacket. It can be kind of chilly. You've been up here kind of freezing before? Yeah.
Well, we'll give you a great view without us in the way. Okay, you can see Rosecrans National Cemetery, a submarine base for the U.S. Navy. Then we're coming around to North Island Naval Air Station, and then downtown San Diego, where you see all the tall buildings. And we're going to come around and see the bridge, Coronado Bridge, Coronado condos, and we're going to come around, we're going to go all the way down to south to the Mexican border. Okay, we got some great museum pieces, what the Spanish soldier would look like that was sailing. This guy's armored. Probably wouldn't want to be in the water with armor.
No, definitely not. Probably, he's pretty clean shaven too.
Fascinating that they could make that armor. It's really amazing. Tools. Oh, the shipwright tools. I'm going to need it. A cannon.
Yep.
Rather rudimentary looking device.
Still kill you though, right?
I'm sure.
Okay.
And we got what here? I don't know, is this supposed to light anything up?
I don't know. Well, that's what the ship looks like anyway. or the interior, but check this thing out.
The best they could do of understanding how they built those ships. There really was no written information on it, which is not unusual for that time.
And this is the San Salvador, Cabrillo's flagship. Built with Spain. And then one of the original 1587 certificates of the ship.
This is an idea of the clothing they wore and the navigation tools they used. Rather primitive, and yet they were able to sail around the world using this stuff.
Yeah, so I guess when you say primitive, is it really that primitive?
Maybe.
I mean, without a GPS, we'd be dead. I mean, like you try and drive around without your phone, it's kind of embarrassing now.
Now, when they came into San Diego,
oh yeah, check this out.
People living here, so it wasn't like it was an empty place. Okay, when they landed here, there were native peoples there, and this is an example of their hut, pottery, grinding stones, a few tools that they found.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. And then right now they're announcing a show that you can go watch. Cool.
This is interesting. They believe this is Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo's headstone. They're guessing.
Mm-hmm.
As he died on one of the islands trying to do more...
Catalina or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep, yeah. We got a marker there. It's pretty crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what else do we have? A couple of bronze medallions with commemoration and all sorts of neat stuff. And the SS1 Cabrillo, so definitely pretty fascinating.
Great little museum. Terrific. I was trying to see when 1906 Congress authorized the President set aside significant historic sites, which eventually led to the establishment of Cabrillo National Monument in 1913.
So this thing's been around for 100 plus years already. And at the time, it was a half-acre unit. It was the smallest in the national park system.
Beautiful place. Can't miss it. Can't miss it in San Diego. We're here now with the, in the background you see the Cabrillo Monument. It's Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo. He was the first European to step on the west coast of the United States, September 28, 1542.
Yeah, like 500 some odd years ago now, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, a long time. It's incredible. He had 3 ships that sailed all the way around South America and up the coast against the Humboldt Current. They landed in Panama, went through Mexico, Baja, California, and then they came into this harbor here where you see what they call it, a harbor, a naturally protected good harbor, I think was the line. Okay, so again, Cabrillo landed here when, what day was that?
September 28, 1542.
Yeah, so 500 years ago, and Cabrillo wrote in his logbook about how the San Diego harbor was actually a very good protected harbor. It's probably, other than San Francisco and maybe Long Beach, it's one of the best protected harbors in all of the Pacific. It's really pretty good. And you can see the statue of Cabrillo there. It's a real popular photography point. So if you come to the monument and you want to get your one cool selfie and get out, that's definitely the place.
Something great to see downtown is a few years ago, San Diego supported and built a replica of the San Salvador, which is what Cabrillo sailed in on. Beautiful piece of woodwork. You can actually get on the boat. It's tremendous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they actually sail that, don't they?
Yes, it's a fully operational sailboat.
And so was that part of the Maritime Museum or something?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Part of the Maritime Museum. Don't want to miss it.
Yeah, definitely. And they've got, what, 7 plus boats and Russian subs and subs. It's pretty crazy. But, I mean, that's all part of the experience of Cabrillo. You get to see all of that. Of course, the Maritime Museum is a different deal. But, yeah, it's definitely pretty cool. So, Cabrillo came in with 3 ships. And the main, was it a galleon, I think they had?
Well, Not quite. I think they called it a caravel.
Or a caravel? Okay. Yeah, so they had 3 different ships that came in through here, and according to the park info brochure here, they were built in Guatemala. So one of the things about the ships that traveled around that time, they were built knowing that they would actually fall apart relatively quickly. Yeah, that's a crazy thing. They build these beautiful ships, they sail around the world, but the wormwood rot and the barnacles just tear those ships up. So they're actually not built to last that long. So there are actually no plans of Cabrillo's ships at all. That's a crazy thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, they took it from a simple sketch and made the best of it.
Yeah, so they actually built Cabrillo's ship just based on a sketch, because at the time, people just built ships based on the knowledge of the crew. So you're sailing around the world, your ship falls apart, you've got to have a good enough crew to build a whole new ship right there. Totally different experience for sure.
Okay, the last part of this little tour is the Point Loma Lighthouse. Founded in the middle of the 19th century, and the Coast Guard thought, man, what a great spot, high up. Actually, they could see the light, I think, over some 30 miles out to sea, which is incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy how far that stuff goes.
But the problem was, after a time, even I think about 30 years, they discovered this would be in the clouds of the fog so often, they decided to abandon it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those actual, and people are like, oh, they didn't know, like, yeah, this is where I would have put a lighthouse, way up on the head. You could see it a gazillion miles away. But yeah, you're right. I mean, that's the thing about San Diego, the thing called May Gray June Gloom, where it gets, it's called the marine layer, comes in, fogs in. It's not like classic English fog, but it's just hazy and it sits right on top of here. So what the Coast Guard did, I don't know how many years ago, maybe 20 or 30, is below and behind us, they put an operational lighthouse right below so you can see it. There are tide pools that are part of this national monument. You can go see the lighthouse. That's pretty incredible. Depending on what they've got going in repairs, you can actually get in the lighthouse. Use a Fresnel type lens.
Yeah, it's quite the thing to see. There are also World War II leftovers here. World War II bunkers. You can actually go in the bunkers. It's a great place to see.
Yeah, those bunkers are pretty incredible. During World War II, they were planning to mount 16-inch guns from battleships. So if you tried to get anywhere near San Diego, life would go badly. Yeah, so even though it doesn't look actually like much, there are a lot of things that people don't know about the bunkers. The lighthouse is pretty obvious. On the other side of this hill is also a place where you can watch for whales.
Yeah. Gray whales, right?
Yeah, gray whales, California whales.
Start migrating down to Mexico. They come right by here.
Yep, absolutely. So good whale watching spot. Being this high, you can see everything. It's really incredible.
Well, have we done it?
I think so.
I'm Timothy Linsdau. I want to like and comment on our video and subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, and I'm Aaron Linsdau, polar explorer, motivational speaker, and professional traveler. Please like and comment on the video. On the video, hit that little arrow. You can get all the links. We'll put a couple links to also some guidebooks that might be helpful to you, so you can learn a little bit about this area, links to Amazon, things to buy and check out in general, and then scroll down to the bottom, leave a comment. Also, please support our channel on Venmo, PayPal, and Patreon. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.